Guess who's back?
Ooh.
Back with another list.
Have returned once more.
I teased it at the end of our last episode.
Yeah, man. The films, which only need to be watched once.
That are great.
Great movies, but when you're done, you're like, man, never need to watch that shit again.
Right.
But you enjoyed it. You may not have enjoyed it, but you felt some type of way, you know?
Yeah.
These movies usually bring some emotions, good or bad.
Right.
But it's an experience.
Yeah, like some important movies that need to be seen, but they're not enjoyable to watch. And
No. One and done.
right.
That's really about it.
I guess the best example would be Schindler's List.
Yeah, I've never seen that for the one time.
I haven't either. I never watched it. I mean, I probably should. It's weird me using an example of a movie I haven't seen, but
You just
I feel like
know
it's
one of those.
It's one of those important movies that you should probably see,
Right.
especially you Holocaust deniers.
People just don't talk about it. Like, all I know about it, there's Liam Neeson, and, like, it's the Holocaust.
Steven Spielberg.
That's all I know. Like, people really don't speak on that movie.
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ. I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah.
I don't know if that one made your list or not.
I did not, man. I own that movie. It's still in the plastic from like 2007.
The greatest $5 DVD box find of all time.
Yeah. So it's always there.
Is today the day? No.
One day.
One
Day I'll sit down.
on your deathbed.
What if I watch it and it's like my favorite movie of all time?
Right. Like, I missed out on this all these years.
Yeah. Where's this movie been?
Right.
Oh, it's been on my shelf in plastic.
There's $1 million bill inside of it. I would have never known. Damn.
Or
dude.
like an invite to Mel Gibson's private birthday party from like 10 years ago that
Right.
I missed out on. All inclusive, like flights and everything paid for.
24 karat gold DVD. The disc is gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's possible.
Yeah. But yeah, so we counted down 10 of our personal great movies that you don't need to watch again.
It's true, man. You ready to get into it?
I am, man. Let's
Do you know how far off
kick it off with your number 10.
with my number 10, man? Not only do you not want to watch this again because of its length, but it is Titanic, dude.
Yeah.
Titanic, I believe, is worth the one watch. You know? Because you know what's going to happen. And what are you going to catch on that second go around? You going to see her boob again? That's it, man. It's a good movie. Like, it's a good love story. Yeah, it's cute between the two, but man, it's just... Some people just watch this movie so much and it's like their favorite film. To me, it's a very one and done if you even watch it the first time, you know?
Dude, I hate this movie.
Do you?
I fucking hate it. I don't think the love story's cute. I think it's disrespectful to Rose and her husband that she remarried, that she was married to for 60 years. But all she thought about was Jack, was this one dude she had a fling with for 2 days.
Right.
I think it's very disrespectful in that manner. And I do not enjoy this movie, what it stands for.
How many times have you seen it?
I don't honestly. I don't know if I've seen it all the way through in one sitting. I remember watching it on VHS.
It's definitely one of those movies.
and
Like,
it's-
you'll catch the beginning to where he gets on the boat, and then you'll stop watching.
Well, I know it was a movie that was on two VHSs because it
yeah.
was so fucking long.
Had that big box, dude.
Yeah, and I remember like I would watch it. I would just watch the second part where the boat sank. So I seen that part a bunch.
Yeah.
but I like skipped the beginning of it.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, I had watched it. Like, after it first came out, we rented it and watched it. And my mom, we went to, like, her friend's house, and they were all watching it. The two VHS. And I was like, well, I really don't want to watch this. So I took old, the Batman Sub-Zero. I had that on VHS, dude. I remember watching it coming out, and they were still in the movie. I was like, what the hell? Like, why is it still on? Dude, I watched that movie twice. Sub-Zero before they were done watching Titanic, dude.
It's crazy. I mean, yeah, I'm not a fan of this movie.
I didn't know you had such a hatred for it.
I do, man. I don't like
I
it.
don't know. I never thought of it as like a bad movie. You know what I mean? I never really.
I mean, it's well made, but it's just annoying to me.
Hey man, I
And
agree.
then the age-old debate, like Rose is on this giant. It's not even a door. It's like half a wall.
Right.
And she don't have room to let Jack
Can't
on.
get on a 4x8 piece of plywood. Yeah. But I mean, I felt it was worth just the one watch. And that's why it's my number 10, man.
That's fair enough.
It is the Titanic.
Well, dude, oddly enough, my number 10 is another Leonardo DiCaprio led movie, but it's Shutter Island.
Oh man, I would watch this more than once.
Man, see, it's another one that I've read the book for, so it's probably
I'm sure that plays a role.
probably
man.
plays a role. And another thing, it's like once the twist is out of the way, I mean, that's what I'm just saying. I don't know if you need to watch it again, because like once you know the twist, like it really takes all the mystery and suspense out of it.
Right.
Like I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it.
It is a good
10-year-old movie.
Yeah.
It is very well done. I mean, Martin Scorsese.
What a man.
And you got Leonardo DiCaprio like acting as that. This was back when he was chasing them Oscars.
Dude, acting his ass off,
And
bro.
what is it? Mark Ruffalo? Isn't that the dude? Isn't it?
I think it is, yeah. That's his other partner.
Pre-Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Um,
Post 13 going on 30.
right.
It's the only movies I know.
Yeah, it's a great movie. You get Jackie Earl Haley in it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Rorschach. He's in
Yeah.
a little small part. Yeah, it's like it's creepy. It's beautiful. Like the cinematography, and it's awesome. Like some real good acting. But like I said, once you get to like the last few minutes, like, do you really need to sit through it again? Like when you know the mystery,
Right. You'll
the whole-
understand the whole thing.
yeah, the whole
going through.
movie is just like leading up to that point, and once you know it, I feel like it. I mean, I guess like if you want to go back and like see all the clues, another problem with this movie is a little more obvious than some of the other ones. Like the twist isn't like the greatest twist of all time or anything.
Right.
Like you can kind of see it coming.
Yeah, like the twist isn't the real heavy of the movie. Like what's heavy is like
What he does.
does he know the twist or does he not? Like that's
Yeah.
it. Like it's so much more than actual twist. But yeah, I can see what you're saying. Like I didn't really think about movies with twists like that per se. Mm-hmm. Because like right now, I don't know if it's on your list, but one movie with a huge twist that comes to mind.
We might.
And I think we'll get there, but yeah, I don't know why I never thought of like a twist like that taking the gas out of a movie. Like the movie I feel like we might get there really takes the gas out of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like Shutter Island. I don't know, man. I mean, it's a hell of a point. I mean, you can't deny your point, dude.
That's why it's a number 10, man. Maybe it isn't, but it's right on the cuff, so
Man,
it's not as blatant as some of these other ones.
politician Aaron, man. Well said. Well respected, dude. You ready for number 9, dude?
I am.
It's The Road, bro. Another one you read the book for. I know that.
The one I read the book and was like, I don't need to see this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's whether you read the book or watch it, just experience the story once, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's really just, you're not going to get anything more out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really know the point of it, but you're going to feel.
One thing that I mean, I know they cut a lot of stuff from the movie that's in the book.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that they changed is like the ending in the book is like a little more hopeful than the ending in the movie.
Yeah, because I want to say
The movie, they leave it. I think like I said, I haven't seen it, but I read that it's like more ambiguous.
Yeah, the
more ambiguous ending.
I mean, it's been 15 years. I'll spoil this one. Like, his dad just kind of like dies on the beach, you know?
Yeah.
And like the other dude just kind of picks him up,
Yeah,
and that's it.
yeah.
Like,
But
that's
like,
it.
yeah, I guess in the movie, like I guess you don't know who the guy is.
Yeah, you have no idea or nothing.
So you don't know if it's. See, in the book, it ends. It's a little more hopeful. Like he ends up with another family.
Oh.
The kid does.
I don't remember if it was a family or a kid, but yeah, you have no idea who they are. That's the first time you see them is on that beach.
Right. So you don't know if it's like good or bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah. That's one of those ones, man. You're on the edge of your seat. You're intense. You're involved in all this. And then it's like, well, damn, this is life.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good movie, though. I always like when they, the part I remember most fondly is when they were holed up underground. They, like, found this, like a doomsday prepper thing.
Yeah.
They found it, and it was pretty well stocked, and they were like, they lived like kings for a little bit there, and it was really, really cool. Like, he got to know his dad a little bit differently, you know?
Yeah.
Told him some different stuff. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's a interesting. I'd like to read the book on that one. I think that'd be good, man.
It's rough. Like I said, there's a few parts that they cut out of the movie that was in the book, and if you read it, you'll, for obvious reasons,
Understand why.
Yeah, it's rough,
Man.
So
What's my number 9, dude?
that's your number 9.
The Rough Road.
Rough Road.
Starring old Vigo.
King Aragorn.
Yeah, dude, what's your number 9?
Dude, my number 9 is I mean, it's fitting. It could be a similar movie, but it's The Mist.
That's my number 7, bro.
Is it? This movie's great, man. It has the balls to do what no movie's ever done before. And holy fuck.
Cast Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane is the lead. It's a Frank Darabont movie, doing a Stephen King book, which, I mean, that's always that's your Shawshank Redemption combo right there.
Right.
I think you got a couple women that were in Walking Dead that he cast in there. There, if you want to see some, I think what the fuck was her name? The blonde chick that died. That was with the governor.
Yeah, I can't think of her.
She's in this movie, I'm pretty sure.
Andrea.
Yeah. I think she's in this, and then the short-haired woman that becomes a badass.
Oh, Carol.
Carol.
Yeah, Carol.
She's in this. She's like the cop or whatever that's in the held up with him.
Yeah, because they like get all stranded up in this supermarket.
Yeah. But dude, this fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
So depressing, dude, that ending.
It's one of the ones you just go into not knowing anything.
Yeah.
Like, if you know about it, don't even waste your time. But like, if you don't know, man, I didn't know the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
I had no idea, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
It's so bad, dude.
Right, dude. It's fucking nuts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just you don't even want to explain it. Like, you just need to watch it. Like,
I mean, again, here's an 11-year-old movie. If somebody's going to see it, they would have seen it. But
yeah.
basically, so there's like these giant bug-looking things that just killing everybody.
Right. They come in, it's like the town gets all foggy, and that's where the bugs live in that mist.
Yeah. And so at the end, like, just about everybody's dead except for Thomas Jane, his son, and his wife. And so he, like, suicide murders his family.
Yeah, he's got a gun with 2 bullets.
Yeah, and he kills them because they're out in the street at this point, right?
They were like leaving in the car, and like they like ran out of gas or something, and like he was gonna kill them so they didn't have to get killed by the monsters.
Right. So, and the mist was coming because they heard it. They heard a sound. Which
because it shows like the outside of the car. You see the 2 flashes.
Yeah.
And he's inside freaking out, and that sound you heard.
Yeah.
That's the military. It's all over.
Military rolled up right in the worst time, dude.
Right. Yeah. Come through to save everybody.
Yeah. And that's how it ends.
Yeah, dude.
The balls, dude. Like, you can't imagine because, like, you know, all these Hollywood studios want that Hollywood ending. Like, how hard they had to fight to, like, make that the ending.
Just pitch that as the ending, dude.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's ballsy. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie, but yeah, it's depressing as fuck. Don't need to see it again.
It's crazy the way it happens, dude. It's freaking nuts, man.
Yeah,
that movie's wild.
Yeah, that's my number 9, and your number 7.
It's a good one, dude. Let's go back to Leonardo DiCaprio here for the 8. It's The Revenant, man.
Dude, I've watched this movie again just for Tom Hardy's performance, dude. That fucking dude is so good in this movie.
With his crazy accent, dude.
Dude, what the craziest thing about it is, like, I was, like, doing research on this. I was like, where did he get this accent from? And so, like, that accent is what they believed that, like, people in that time sounded like. Because basically, all they can do is just read, like, old letters and notes and stuff. And,
right.
Like, take misspelled words and see how they spelled it, so how they would make sounds, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so that's the only basis they have for what like accents back then sounded like, and like they think that that's like a pretty accurate depiction of what it was.
Yeah.
And like when you see him, you're like, yeah, I believe that. I believe that this dude is, you know, like a 1700. What are they, 16 or 17?
Something like that. Yeah. What French Canadian border?
Yeah.
So it would have been what, I don't know, 17 or something. Yeah.
Probably late 1700s, maybe.
He survived that scalping.
Yeah.
He looked all crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the only reason to rewatch it, I think, for me. Like, I mean, it's this really good movie, and there's no like real outstanding reason as to why to not watch it again. Like, there's no crazy ending. There's no super sudden, oh my god, this happens. Like, it's just
it's brutal.
It's an emotional journey, and like when he's done, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you were there. Like, you've experienced it at that point. The bear attack, dude. Like, the bear rape.
Yeah.
But
it's so stupid that happened.
Yeah, dude.
But, yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, like when the trailer came out and there was like the bear attack, like people kept commenting that it was like Leonardo getting raped by a bear, like that was the joke. And like it was so bad that I think it was Warner Brothers was the studio that did it. They had to release a statement like saying that there's no bear rape in their movie.
In any of their movies. It's like, dude, we've seen Dr. Dolittle too.
It's so stupid that it went to that point.
Right. Jeez. Leonardo finally won his award, man.
Yeah, but that was an apology one, dude.
It was.
Like, because Tom Hardy should have won that one. Leo should have won for Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
like,
if not The Departed or anything before that. Like,
I was saying, well, like, yeah, he probably should have won before, but dude, Wolf of Wall Street,
dude, he sealed it in, man.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill should have won something for Wolf of Wall. They all should have won. Like just hand out awards.
Gave them everything.
Do you see they're adding like most popular movie to the Oscars?
Yeah, dude, it's the only reason they're doing it is because no one gives a fuck about the Oscars or watches it anymore. And dude, like, I don't understand what, like, no one wants to get up and watch like these out of touch celebrities like preach to people about recycling and the environment and just being preached to, like, and that's all the Oscars is. That's why no one's watching, not because they don't give a shit about the movie categories.
And here is another slideshow.
Right. It's like 2.5 hours. Like, make that shit an hour long.
Yeah, dude. The red carpet show's like 6 hours, dude.
It'll start to make the MTV Movie Awards great again campaign, dude.
The Teen Choice Awards.
Dude, back in the heyday, dude, the MTV Movie Awards was the shit.
Dude, they were everything,
like,
dude.
when you had, like, Andy Dick or Jack Black that would, like, do all these parodies, dude. Mm-hmm. It was so good, man.
Dude, it was the one that had that The Matrix Reloaded parody, dude. Will
I remember
was the architect.
I remember the Andy Dick one where it was Batman Begins. And he was, like, riding in the tumbler with him instead of Rachel.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He was just, like, talking shit to him. And then Jack Black was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He was, like, fat Spider-Man. Like, just bring that back.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what the Oscars is going to turn into if they keep up with these categories.
Yeah, they will, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
take themselves too seriously, dude.
Yeah, lighten up a little bit. But that's what you are, though. Like, you're not that.
Right.
And you're trying to be.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah. But that's the main reason. Like, I'll read the day after on IMDb, just go through all the categories to see who won. But, like, I don't want to sit there for 2.5 hours and just get preached at.
Right, for some information I can get off a piece of paper in 2 minutes. Right. Yeah.
But, like, I don't want to hear Leo DiCaprio tell me about the importance of climate change when this fucking idiot flies a private jet across the country, like, with 2 passengers in it. Like, dude's done more damage to the environment than I could in my lifetime. Like, if I drove a fleet of Hummers to work every day, like, I wouldn't do as much damage as that it's done in one flight in his private jet, dude. It's like...
Just turn it off.
It's like, dude, you're fucking so out of touch. It's not even funny. You know what I mean? Like, that's why people aren't watching.
The Oscars. You watch them once and never again.
Right. Number one. The Oscars.
That's number 8, dude. The Revenant.
It's a good one, dude.
It's yours.
So my number 8 is a movie that it doesn't matter which version you watch. Spike Lee made a remake of it, which isn't great. But
Ghostbusters?
No. It's a movie called Old Boy.
Old Boy, I haven't seen it, man. I've heard the same thing, dude.
The original one's really good.
It's a Korean film, isn't it?
It's a subtitle movie.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's got a really fucked up twist at the end. It's hard to really explain what this movie
he
is.
keeps him prisoner for 30 some years, or doesn't he, or something like that?
Yeah. And then they just let him out randomly, and then he's just trying to get revenge on who it was. And it's great. There's this really brutal hallway scene where he's just killing people with a hammer. Jeez. It's super brutal, dude.
Yeah.
And there's a really fucked up twist at the end, and I think it's hard to explain, but it's a great movie, but you don't need to see it again.
No.
Yeah, it's real brutal. I guess I'll spoil it, but say ends up falling for this chick that's helping him along the way.
She was the one.
And no, it turns out that, that he finds out that it's his daughter, after the fact, and they've been sleeping with each other and stuff.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy. Yeah,
Jesus.
And what's crazy is it's one of these real artful love scenes. Mm-hmm. And then they drop that bombshell after that, so then you just feel guilty.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty. Talk about messing with your emotions, man.
Right.
But yeah,
man. Gotta watch that one now.
It's a fucked up movie, dude.
Josh Brolin.
Nah,
daughter fucker.
Don't watch that movie, that version, dude. His daughter in that one's the oldest Olsen sister.
Oh, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, she's in that.
Same twist.
Same twist, dude.
Damn.
But it's just a shittier version. It's way watered down. He cut some stuff out.
Man, what a hell of a twist, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, a lot of movies for me, once you know the twist, it's
sold it all, yeah.
It's I think that's kind of the problem with movies with twist endings. It's you don't need to watch it again.
Right.
The only one that, Shyamalan, of course, that's what he's famous for. Really, the only one that works for me that I can watch over and over is Unbreakable. Mm-hmm. Because the twist isn't what makes that movie.
Right.
That's the thing with a lot of his movies. The twist is what makes it.
Yeah, the whole thing rides on the twist.
Right. Did you ever see his movie Devil?
The elevator one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was a nuts movie. That was the end of his height of popularity. People were like, man, this dude. And then he released that one. No, not many people watched it.
Right. Yeah,
everybody who watched it liked it.
Yeah.
Because there's 6 people in the elevator and one of them's the devil or something.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Some shit.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Well, that was my number 8, dude.
The Old Boy.
Yeah.
Well, my number 7 was The Mist, man. So what's your number 7s?
Dude, my number 7 is, Hard Candy.
Dude, that's my number 5.
Is it?
Dude, that movie... That is my number fucking 5, dude. That is a movie right there. You want to talk about a revenge film? That's a rapey revenge film there, but
yeah. So this movie is Ellen Page and what's that dude's name? Patrick Wilson.
Yeah,
his name. And he's
he rapes her friend and kills her or something like that.
Well, no, he's a pedophile.
Yeah,
yeah.
He does something to her friend. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he rapes her or something like that.
And then he's got all these pictures and shit.
Yeah,
dude, it's
fun. She takes him hostage in his own house.
Yeah, just goes crazy on him.
Cuts off his dick.
It was nuts.
Yeah, it was his nuts. Yeah,
she castrates him and then throws him in the food disposal. They show it, dude. They don't hold back.
Not at all, dude.
It's a good ass movie, though.
Yeah, it is.
A real good movie, but Don't need to see it again.
No, not at all, man. Yeah, Angel had never even heard of that movie, and I was trying to explain it, and I was just like, nah, just don't even watch it. Like it's
No, I
good,
say
but
watch it, but you don't need to watch it twice.
just once and done.
Just
man.
one and done.
Yeah, it's an intense ass movie, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Then like some shit happened on like the roof too. Like I remember like a roof scene for some reason. Like
Something like that. Yeah,
Something
toward
crazy,
the end. It's
dude.
been a long time since I've seen it, and obviously I wasn't going to rewatch it
right for this list.
so I know why you shouldn't watch it twice.
God damn, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's just an intense ass movie, dude. I really don't even know what else to say, man. It's just like there's a lot of intense movies on this list, but
yeah.
Hard Candy, dude. Fucking Hard Candy, bro.
Yeah, it's a tough watch. But it's a younger Ellen Page, man, acting her ass off.
Juno.
Yeah, it was before Juno.
Yeah, man. Never seen Juno.
It's alright. It's pretty good.
Don't care to.
It's pretty good.
Seen enough teenage pregnancy.
16 and pregnant. They never make a movie about teenage pregnancy that's better than 16 and pregnant, though.
Yeah.
No, dude, some of them episodes are good as fuck.
Mr. Mom. It was a good pregnancy movie.
Yeah.
What
That's my number 7, man.
was my number 5, dude? That's crazy, man. I guess we'll go to number 6, dude. So there's a lot of movies about slavery out there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen 12 Years a Slave. There's a couple of them I haven't seen. But as a child, I remember one of the first R-rated movies that our parents showed us was Amistad. And I remember being a little kid. Like, that was the first time, like, we learned about that shit, dude. And it was, like, rated R, full out showing it, too. It was like, we learned about it and watched the video on it. And that movie, man, it's crazy, dude. Amistad is the slave ship, right?
Yeah.
And like they're coming into port or something happens, like they're marooned, or I can't remember exactly what it is, dude, but it's nuts, man. Like it shows everything like on the ship, dude, and everything. Like, it's an intense fucking movie, dude. Like,
I mean, I know the movie. I've never seen it.
yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, yeah, man, cause like I remember the one scene, like the dude's getting whipped, and like it's very graphic. And, like, the lady has her baby, and, like, she just, jumps off the boat because, like, it's a better death than anything else. Like, I mean, it's a really, really good movie. It's history. It's accurate. Like, but it was just, it's one of those movies, dude, and it's the one of that type of movie I've seen. I think it's important to watch, yeah, to learn, but,
Yeah.
dude, it does never need to be rewatched again, man.
Right. Yeah, that was, like, kind of the example from earlier. There's a lot of these movies that are important to see, but
Right.
just don't need it.
That's the only one I put this one on there because, like, I remember specifically watching it at a young age as, like, for that reason. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
and, yeah, dude, I've never forgot that shit, man. But, I mean, I don't really know what more to say on that one. It's Amistad, dude. It's my number 6, man.
It's a good one, man.
What's your number 6?
My number 6 is it's a newer movie. It's old Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson joint by the name of Her.
Her? Man, I've been meaning to see this one, dude.
Now, like, don't let this discourage you from watching it. It's a very good movie. Like, I highly recommend it. But I just didn't need to. I don't need to revisit it. It's like it's kind of it's uncomfortable, which I think it's supposed to be.
Right.
It's basically this dude's like
He
falling
falls in love with the AI
with
system.
the AI
Yeah.
system in his house, and so of course there's going to be some awkward, uncomfortable parts to it. But
Right.
I mean, it's very well made, and like Joaquin Phoenix like acts his ass off in this movie.
I saw that script to screen thing. I saw the where she was talking to him, I guess, at the end. And that's the only thing I've seen. It was an emotional ass scene where she was like, if you can, come find me. Like, I'll be there. But, like, dude, she was just talking to her. Like, acting his fucking ass off, bro, with a voice. Like, I've seen that scene. Like, where I guess she breaks up with him per se.
Yeah, I recommend it. And another cool thing is like this movie's set in the future, and this is like the most accurate depiction of what like a future would look like, I think.
You gotta appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, like of all the movies, if somebody's like, what movie got it right that what the world's gonna look like in 20, 30 years, I would say Her. for sure.
Huh.
Because it's not like too crazy. There's not like flying cars and none of that bullshit.
Right.
It's just like pretty similar to like what we have now. Just everything's a lot more cleaner. You know, like kind of the Apple design, like everything's real fluid looking.
Right. More sleek.
Everything, but basically have the same type technology. It just all works better.
Right.
Yeah, I say for sure, like her has
cool.
like the most accurate depiction of what our future is going to look like, probably sooner than later. But yeah, man, it's just one of these, don't need to see it again.
Right. Nothing.
But it was good. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Nothing crazy in it, and just
So this one's different. Other than like, it wasn't hard to get through. Like I enjoyed it.
Right.
Just
nobody's fucking their daughter at the end of the movie.
right. Nothing crazy, man.
Right.
No nuts getting snipped off. No.
None of that stuff.
It's a good movie. Yeah, Chris Pratt's in this too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, young Chris Pratt, fat Chris Pratt.
Dude, you want to see a young fat Chris Pratt? Wanted.
Yeah, he's in there.
Dude. He's like his buddy that he works with, dude. He's the biggest tool ever, man.
Shoot this motherfucker.
Right. That's what he like when the dude quits his job, he smacks Chris Pratt in the face with the keyboard, dude. And like it goes like 3D with the letters and the keys are there. And it's like, fuck you, but the U is his fucking tooth that busted out upside down. It's pretty cool. It's a little shot, but he hits the shit out of him. But yeah, dude, I've heard great things about that movie, man.
Oh, that's it. No, it's a Spike Jonze movie. And he's the one that did Where the Wild Things Are. Mm-hmm. And oddly enough, he was like one of the executive producers like on Jackass.
Huh. Yeah.
Like he's the dude that what was it, Jackass #2, where they started doing the old people stuff.
Yeah, he was one of the.
He was the chick, Gloria. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, with the hospital gown on.
And then he was in he was in Wolf of Wall Street, where he's working at the penny stocks.
Yeah.
And he's the boss. And he's like, so if I sell 10,000 of these, like, you're gonna give me 5,000? He's like, if you sell 10,000, I'm gonna suck your dick. Like that great scene, dude. And he's like, believe me, I hope you do.
He's like, I'll be happy to suck your cock.
Yeah. That's Spike Jonze, man. And he made this movie, so there's like some of that Spike Jonze type of humor.
Yeah.
I always liked the dude's movies. Like, I thought Where the Wild Things Are was good as fuck.
Yeah, it was nuts, man.
It's like
it was so much deeper than.
Yeah, it was not your typical kids movie.
So I was dying when that little kid got on top of the table, stuff. Bring me some food, woman. Yelling at his mom.
Yeah, Spike Jonze, man. The dude's good. He's done a lot of music videos and shit too.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's my number 6. Her,
man,
with our new Joker.
Well, 5 was hard candy, dude. We're right back at you, man.
Dude, now that's another one that I feel the same way as her. Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Man, I didn't even think about that one on my list.
Did you watch it?
I watched it one time and I loved it, and I don't think it ever needs to be revisited, dude.
There you go.
That movie is outstanding, but after you watch it, you just need to tell somebody else to watch it and go about your day.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie's.
This is like the one thing movies struggle with is like making it believable that a character like just does a complete 180 from where they start. Dude, this movie is like, you believe it.
Right, but like that's not even like. So like the guy, I don't remember what he does at the beginning, but essentially Jake Gyllenhaal becomes the guy who listens to the radio scanner and gets the film for the news.
Yeah. Yeah, he tries to just he sells footage and photographs,
right. And he finds out he's really good at it. He enjoys it, so like he's getting good. He like spends all his money in a charger and shit, like gets all nice. And there's and
he hires a guy to work with him.
Yeah, and then like essentially he sets the whole thing up to where like he sets up the perfect crime to get the perfect shot. Like he's in a house, like as people are getting killed, like filming everything.
Yeah,
and like it's really crazy, but like the crazy fucking part is like the news exec is like this old blonde woman who's like 30 years older than him or something, and like has the same gross like sense of beauty about these shots and like
Yeah.
almost fall in love. Like it's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie's fucking. It's a nuts movie. Dude.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's a good ass.
It
movie.
really is a good ass movie.
I've never seen no movie like that.
And yeah, it's real good. But yeah, you see like a guy that seems like pretty innocent from the beginning, and then just turns to complete
crazy,
villain.
yeah.
To a complete villain by the end of it, and it's like super believable.
Yeah, like it's full well his fault people get murdered, like
Right.
and it's all for him to get the camera shot.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's great though.
Yeah,
I
it's a
strongly
good ass
recommend it.
movie, man.
Like, it's one that you don't need to watch again, but I would. Like, if somebody's like, let's watch Nightcrawler, I
If
haven't
they've
seen
never
it,
seen it,
I'd
yeah.
show it to them. I'll watch it with them.
Right, we'll go through it again, but yeah, it's never one you watch on your own.
But yeah, I'm not gonna like pop it in again.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's, dude, I
That's a hell of a one movie.
definitely
on the
recommend
list,
it, man. Old Nightcrawler.
I'd say out of all the movies we've listed, that's probably the one I can recommend the highest right now, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a good movie.
It was on Netflix for the longest time. I don't know if it still is,
I
but
don't know. There's a solid number 5, bro. I'm proud of that answer, man. Ready for number 4?
ready.
This is a movie my mom told me never to watch, and then I watched it at a young age. It's an old movie, The Good Son. You ever seen it? Elijah Wood, Macaulay Culkin, young.
I know which one. I know what it is.
So
but
Elijah Wood's parents die, or something like that, and he ends up moving in with his aunt, and his cousin's Macaulay Culkin.
yeah,
And Macaulay Culkin is like pure fucking evil, dude. Like he's an evil kid. Like I remember he like makes this dummy like out of the scarecrow he finds and shit, and they like throw it over a bridge into traffic and shit on the highway. Like he does all kinds of just fucked up shit the whole time. Like steals him, sets the dude up. I'm pretty sure he drowned like his younger sibling
yeah.
at one point. But like, dude, essentially the end of the movie is literally the mom holding on to her son off a cliff in one hand and Elijah Wood in one hand, and her letting her son go because he's fucking evil, dude. He's like, Macaulay Culkin's like hanging off this cliff holding his mom's hand like, pull me up, you fucking bitch, right now, you fucking, like, dude, it's crazy, dude. And she fucking lets him go like to save the other dude. It never needs to be watched again, dude. It is a fucked up movie, dude. That movie's wild, dude. And like, these kids are like 11 years old acting their fucking ass off, man.
That's crazy,
Dude, it's nuts.
Dude, did you listen to Macaulay Culkin on Rogan?
That was a great episode.
Yeah,
man.
it was.
It was a great episode.
It was really
bro.
good. Like the dude's like completely normal somehow.
Right. Just lives the life of leisure.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to Paris for a couple weeks tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he told the story like they said, why don't you just move out here to Paris? And he's like, you know what? All right, let me go home and get my stuff.
Right.
They
He's like,
moved.
so I left my bags there. And 3 weeks, I had everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a Joe. One thing I thought was really cool from the episode was when Joe was asking him like how everybody in Paris isn't fat from eating croissants and all that shit. And Macaulay Culkin was like, to call yourself a bakery in France, everything has to be made from scratch.
Yeah.
So you're getting nothing artificial. You're getting zero preservatives. Like,
Yeah.
it's all good shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah, that's a hell of a point you just don't think about, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Because all they do is eat fucking wine, cheese, and bread. Like, why wouldn't they all be fucking fat?
Right. It's all real shit.
Right. It's all real shit. Yeah, man. But don't watch that movie. And if you want to watch a fucked up movie one time, watch The Good Son, dude.
But you consider it great.
It is a great movie, dude. It is like one of those movies that it's great in the sense that you will fucking think about it. Like it will leave with you after you watch it. Like Logan stayed with you, but in a different emotion. Like a bad one.
Yeah.
A bad one, dude. Like, yeah, it'll make you uncomfortable as fuck, dude.
The bad son.
It's the good son. It's called The Good Son, but it is about the bad son. It's my number 4.
So I guess Elijah Wood was the good son.
Elijah Wood was the good son, dude. He was adopted in, yeah.
Damn.
A lot of jump scares in that movie, too, from that little Macaulay Culkin, man.
Is it?
It'll get you, bud.
Joe scares him. Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, because, like, he's just a fucking dickhead. Like, he's just a bad kid, dude.
Huh.
He's a bad kid.
Damn.
That's my number 4, man.
Well, dude, my number 4 is one we kind of been teasing around, dancing around for a little while. But it is The Sixth Sense.
Oh, man, I was thinking The Village.
Oh, no?
Yeah, I was thinking that was earlier when we were thinking, but yeah, Sixth Sense is a far better movie.
The problem with the problem with The Village is it's not great.
No, it's not.
So not qualified.
Who's is it Joaquin Phoenix? It's the special one.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's ever him or the dude from The Pianist. What's his name? Adrian Brody. Aren't they both in that?
I think so, but isn't Adrian Brody the dude that's like sick or dying or whatever?
Yeah, I think so. But then I can't ever remember if he's the crazy one or if it's what's his name. It's special. And or one of them's blind. I don't fucking remember. I don't know, but yeah, Sixth Sense is a far, far better movie.
Yeah, but it again for me, once you know that twist,
it takes the steam out of everything.
I mean, I like I said, it's another one where I guess like if you want to go back and watch because there's
all you would do is look for that. You know what I mean?
All the clues.
Yeah.
Like apparently, like all the ghosts are associated with the color red.
Ooh.
That's one thing, like I said, never went back to watch it. But yeah, like I guess it's all right in front of you. Mm-hmm. You just don't know. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Saw it the one time, like it was good.
I very well agree with that, dude. Yeah, you're never
really had the urge to go back and watch it.
Right, like there's no outstanding scene. Like, what are you gonna rewatch that movie for him trying to get the automatic paper towels, like,
right.
or turn the sink on, whatever it was, like.
Or I See Dead People.
Yeah, that's it.
The most iconic
with the little Jamie kid.
Yeah,
but yeah, dude, that movie, that's a good one, man. Yeah, once you know the twist, like, if you rewatch it, you're only looking for that. That's all. Your focus isn't in the plot. Your focus isn't in the story. It's
just like,
what am I looking for? Clues, clues.
Yeah, and some people enjoy that. I mean, dude, if you get on like, dude, if you're on like r/Westworld, dude, there's people that just like will rewatch episodes just to find clues,
the Easter eggs and shit,
all the Easter eggs, all the clues, like all the hidden messages,
dude. The craziest
all the crazy foreshadowing. They do the same with Game of Thrones. Breaking Bad had a lot of that. Like, some people are into that stuff, man. That's just not me.
Dude, the craziest thing I ever seen. I seen it recently, dude, online, and I seen the proof too. Silent Hill, the first game, is very much based on Kindergarten Cop.
Really?
Dude, look it up, man. Like, there are, like, shot for shot the same posters in the same places. Like, dude, like, it's weird. Like, but it, like, so much of it is, like, it lines up too much, dude. Like, the exact same signs and shit.
I remember my cousin gave me it was Silent Hill 2, I think. And I played like the first 5 minutes of it, and you're like on this creepy ass pier, and then you walk inside. I was like, no. I don't need to play this.
No more.
Like, don't need to. I have no need for this.
Not at all, man. Yeah, Resident Evils weren't bad because they weren't.
No, Silent Hill's is straight up horror.
Right, psychological, like,
right.
Torture, man. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Dude, Sixth Sense is a powerful film.
Yeah.
To watch once.
But yeah, it's my number 4, dude.
It's a good one, dude. Ready for my number 3 here?
Yeah.
It's The Deer Hunter.
Yeah.
You ever seen it?
That's the Robert De Niro, right?
Yeah.
And then Christopher Walken. Yeah.
And all that shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. Fuck that movie. But, I mean, it's just because Walken wins the award in that movie.
Yeah,
like,
that's
best
where
supporting.
that's where he got his at.
He got his, dude. And, I mean, it's a hell of a movie. Like, it's like, I think they're mechanics or something. They're like 3 Russian dudes that were living in the States. And then it's just about their time in Vietnam, dude. And they become POWs and shit. And so, yeah, everybody knows the most iconic scene from the Russian roulette.
Yeah.
They spin it and they were taking bets and shit. Yeah, it's nuts, man.
Yeah, the balls on that scene, too, man. Then, Meryl Streep in this, dude. A lot of people.
Dude, the balls in that movie, the old 90s movie, 187, with Samuel Jackson, dude. He's a substitute teacher out in New York. Gets shanked by a student, moves to L.A., and like then he's dealing with all like the cholos and the Spanish gangs. And the one gangsters are watching the deer hunter. They catch it, and like essentially the whole movie goes on, and like Sam Jackson like kills a couple of the bad kids like in the middle of the night with a bow and arrow and shit. Like But essentially at the end, like, Sam Jackson's come to terms with this fucking gangster's gonna kill him, right? So he shows up at his house, and, like, Sam's in the bathroom, like, hey, I'm back here, blah, blah, blah. And they sit up at the table, and the gangster's like, oh, we're gonna play Russian roulette, like they do in Deer Hunter, dude. And Sam Jackson doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's, like, squeezing it 3 times to his head and throwing the gun down and shit. Like, all of a sudden, he's, like, in the middle of a speech, kind of like Deep Blue Sea, dude. And he's like, you won't take your turn, I'll fucking take it, dude. And blows his head off, dude. Wastes it in the middle, dude. And the gangster's, like, freaking out, like, that was supposed to be my bullet or some shit. And his buddy was like, nah, let's get out of here, let's get out of here. He's like, nah, man, I gotta take my turn. And then the fucking gangster kills himself.
God damn.
Yeah, dude, but, like, the balls in Deer Hunter inspired the balls in another movie. Like,
Man, that's nuts, dude.
yeah. I always remember the Deer Hunter from Jarhead.
Yeah.
They're gonna watch the Deer Hunter.
Yeah.
It's just the dude. He's like, put it back on. He's like, why do you want to watch it? He's like, I want to see what it's like to watch somebody fuck your girlfriend. It's like, Jesus Christ, Gyllenhaal. Yeah, dude. 3 hour long, man. If you want to sit through it again, do it. But once was enough Deer Hunter for me, man.
Yeah.
Man, dude.
It's a good one, man.
What you got?
Yeah,
on
3 hours and 3 minutes.
There you go, dude. What you got on that 3 spot?
Hey, this might be a relatively unknown movie, but it's called Antichrist. Have you heard of it?
Unknown to this boy.
It's a movie from 2009 starring William Dafoe.
No, is this
Willem Dafoe.
Is this the Obama slandering film?
No.
No.
No, this is a movie. Basically, the theme of it's about like how this married couple deals with grief. Like their 2-year-old falls out a window and dies. Like, so that's the first few minutes.
Man.
But dude, the cinematography in this movie has never made a child death like more beautiful though. Like I'm telling you, like it sounds horrible, but dude, it's shot so amazingly.
Yeah.
Like.
It's just artfully done.
It's very artfully done. Like, and they don't glorify it because you don't like see it. You see the kid fall, but like the way it's shot's pretty crazy. But this movie is like super explicit. Like I said, the kid dies within like the first few minutes of the movie. Then the rest of it's them like dealing with grief. And it gets real weird. There's like some supernatural elements to it.
Oh, jeez.
And they like go out to this cabin. They're just trying to get away, and some fucked up stuff happens. But it's a great, fascinating movie. But holy shit, I never need to watch it again.
No,
like it's a beautifully done movie. Like I said, the cinematography is worth it just in itself.
Right.
Like how well done it's made. But dude.
It sounds intense, man.
It's a hard one to get through, man. I'm not gonna lie, but it's great. Really great movie.
Who doesn't love some Willem Dafoe, man?
Nah, he's good in it. He's really good.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's like Eric Clapton, dude. That's how their son died. Fell out a window.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what this one's about, dude. Just how to deal with that grief.
Just child neglect.
Yeah,
man.
but
That's nuts, dude. I don't even want to watch that movie.
Man, it's one of those ones.
When does getting away to a cabin sound like a good idea when anything supernatural's happening?
I don't know, dude. I mean, well, they didn't go there. See, it's not really like supernatural things are happening. It's more like just imagery and like more like dreamlike situation.
Like they see something and then they
it's not it's a lot of symbolism in this movie. It's not like, oh, there's a ghost or a monster.
It's almost like how something can happen and everyday things can haunt your life.
Pretty much.
I'm scared already.
That's like I said, that's the theme of this movie is just grief.
Jeez, man.
And,
sounds horrible.
Yeah. It's like it's a hard one to recommend, but like if you can tough it out, I recommend it. Like I wouldn't just tell anyone like, oh, you casual movie watcher, watch this. This is one of them deep cuts.
Man. Ready for number 2?
Let's hear it.
This is the novelization of the movie Precious, based on the book by Sapphire. Have you seen Precious, bro?
No.
Have you ever actually watched Precious?
No, I don't know if I want to.
There is So she has a baby, right?
Yes.
The father of that baby is her father.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, that scene's in there, and like it shows him like it's kind of like a montage, but like literally one of the clips is like fingers in petroleum jelly, like, and then like she has the baby, and there's a scene where like the baby is deliberately dropped on purpose, like, dude, like, yeah, dude, like, dude, it's nuts, man. Like to see what this chick goes through, like it's really fucking emotional, and that girl, man, like. Dude, there's some fucking acting in that movie, dude.
Well, dude, Monique won for that,
dude,
didn't
Monique,
she?
dude,
Did she win or nominated?
Dude, I don't know, dude. When she's fucking screaming up them stairs, fucking throwing shit, dude.
Uh-huh.
Dude, that movie will make your fucking stomach hurt, man.
I bet.
But it's just, man, it's fucking, it's one of them stories that I guess they just need to tell so it doesn't happen to other people. I don't know, but.
Yeah, dude, Monique won.
To see what she fucking had to deal with, dude. From her own fucking mother and her family. Like, her mom hates her because her dad liked her more. Like, if that makes sense. Like, it's all fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy, dude.
It's intense, man. I don't even...
Yeah, the chick was nominated for leading role, and then Monique won for supporting role.
Yeah.
She hadn't done nothing, dude. I only seen her in one other thing, and that was that Tower Heist movie.
Yeah, that was all she was in.
With Eddie Murphy. She's like hitting on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
yeah, she was really funny in that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but that's all she's done, dude.
Yeah, I ain't seen her in shit else.
Yeah, man, but I mean, it's a hell of a movie, dude. It's a... Like, I don't even know how to explain to, like, if you want to watch this. Like, I don't know what you would be looking for, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I'm very familiar with that film, but haven't seen it.
To watch it is... watch it once and you're good, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
But that's my number 2, dude. It's Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire.
Yeah.
What's your Dos Equis?
Number 2 is Bruno. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That would be a good one.
Bruno. I've seen it more than once.
I've only watched it one time with your mother and you. Dude, The Office, the Jim and Pam get married, the great grandmother's there. She's like, last night, she's like, I couldn't figure out how the remote worked, and this movie Bruno came on. I just had to sit there while it happened to me. She didn't say watched it, just sit while it happened to me.
Dude, the part of that movie that always cracks me up, he's like sitting there posing, he's like, all right, we're ready for our interview with Harrison Ford. And then he like walks up and, fuck off. And then that was it. That was the whole interview with him.
When he's having that fucking gay sex montage, he's got like that slingshot.
In the first 3 minutes.
Oh my god. That fucking movie.
So he like sticks a champagne bottle in his ass and is like pouring.
Yeah.
Porn.
So stupid.
Dude, the best part of that movie is where he like goes to the dude that's gonna convert him from being gay.
So I like to end too.
He's like praying for him. And stuff.
The ghost of Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
Sucking his dick. Dude, that UFC fight at the end, they just start making out.
It was wrestling.
Yeah.
It was like amateur wrestling, dude. And then the Titanic music came.
Like throwing chairs in the ring and shit.
Oh, dude.
Fuck, man. That's not your number 2?
That's not my number 2. My last 2 are like real heavy, so I figured I'd lighten it up before we end on this depressing note. But the number 2 is Seven.
It's a good movie, man.
It's a great movie.
Old Brad Pitt.
I mean, somebody could argue one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, man. Open the fucking box.
Yeah, dude. I don't even consider that a twist because you know what's happening. Like even he knows what's happening. He's just in denial. And I just don't need to see it again, dude.
No, yeah, I agree with you, man.
It's a tough watch, dude.
Yeah, it's an intense movie, dude.
Really intense. Probably even harder to watch now. It's old Kevin Spacey.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I've only seen it once. and that was all I needed, man. That movie, yeah. I forgot about that movie.
I mean, the scene where they go and the dude with they got all the air fresheners in there and the dude just decomposing.
Dude.
Oh my god, dude.
It's nuts, man.
Like one of the, not even a horror movie, it's like just one of the craziest scares of all time.
Yeah, dude.
It's
Out of
nuts.
nowhere. Man. 7, dude. I'm like at a loss for words just thinking about it.
I want to say that I remember reading, I think Denzel was like up for it was like going to be like Denzel Morgan, I think.
Dude, that would have been crazy.
But,
Acting his
like,
ass off.
yeah, but this one like made Brad Pitt, dude. It's like pretty much what made him.
Yeah, it was the launching point for his career, man.
Yeah. Same with Morgan Freeman. Like what that? I mean, he was driving Miss Daisy, but this
Right.
like made him a household name too. I think.
Yeah, that was a very like type role, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman,
Yeah.
dude, he's good, man.
Well, it's a David Fincher movie, and
Is it?
yeah,
He's good as shit.
yeah, he's done some great stuff. And then like weirdly enough, he did like Alien 3. Like that was like his first movie he ever did.
Just a random.
Random ass alien movie, and then oh yeah, that dude does some great.
It's just one of those
shit.
things. It's like the dude that did Mad Max. Like he took that year, the break in between to do Happy Foot 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he does all the
He
Mad
did-
Max movies
he
and the
did-
Happy Feet movies.
He did Happy Feet, and he did some other weird shit.
Right.
Oh, he did one of the Babes,
Yeah,
Pig in the City, I think.
yeah. It's like one of the greatest sequels of all time.
Yeah, I mean, you got David Fincher. This dude, all this shit's been good, man. He did. Did you ever watch Zodiac?
Dude, Zodiac is fucking nuts, dude.
He did
Dude.
Social Network.
Dude, you remember Zodiac when he goes in that dude's basement?
Oh
He
my
thinks it's
God.
him, but it's
Yeah.
not. Like it's just, dude.
Dude, it made
The
your
tension,
hair,
dude.
It made your hair stand up.
Dude, for no reason, like nothing happens. Like,
No.
dude, oh my god, man.
Yeah, that whole that shit's so intense.
Even the way they show the murders in that movie were nuts, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one that just opens up,
Yeah,
and then where he ties the one dude up and stabs him and the wife. That shit's crazy, dude.
yeah, it's
Fucking nuts, man.
but it's 7, dude. It's just like, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah,
It's great. Like, if you can stomach gratuitous violence, I would say watch it.
yeah.
Most of you've probably seen it. You know what I'm talking about.
It's a classic film, yeah.
It's great, but
Old 90s banger.
don't need to see it again.
Nah, man, I agree with you, dude. Well, son. Well done. Ready for this number 1, dude?
I am, dude.
You don't
Part
know
of
what
me-
it is. It's not the girl with the dragon tattoo.
No, I know it isn't. I think we might share one. Go for it.
So, I don't know. So, when DVDs first came around,
Okay.
we had a DVD machine. We finally got one. We had a couple movies here and there. My father bought one of these movies. I had never seen this movie, didn't know anything about it. It was rated R. I wasn't allowed to watch it. They're gone one day. I put it in. I'm home alone. I'm going to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Movie starring Burt Reynolds. Deliverance.
Man, okay, so we're not sharing the number 1, but dude, Deliverance did come up in my mind a few times.
Did it?
Yeah.
Dude, I watched Deliverance probably about 13 or 14, knowing nothing about it, like at all. Just completely, we own this movie, I'm not allowed to see it, I'm going to watch it when they're gone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, never need to watch it again, dude. Crazy fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously, the most shocking part is some hillbilly rape
Yeah.
on these guys, man. He ties
Dude.
them up and tells them to squeal like a piggy.
If you haven't already, you need to watch the episode of South Park where it's the kids go to see the new Indiana Jones King of the Crystal Skull.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it's basically a parody of Deliverance where George Lucas and Steven Spielberg are like the hillbillies and they keep raping Indiana Jones.
Dude. Jeez. Dude, that's hilarious.
And then like they finally arrest him and they like bust in his house and he's like raping a stormtrooper. And then he gets arrested and like I think it's like Mr. Mackey or one of them starts crying and they're like they finally got him. And he's like crying because So
It's all over.
It's just like an allegory for like how shitty all these new movies
Right. It's a perfect allegory.
Yeah. So it's like Deliverance, dude. It's like
That's funny as shit,
it's
dude.
it's funny, dude. It's really good.
Dude, I have to watch it. I haven't seen that, man.
You gotta watch it.
Dude, that's just 3 men get raped in the woods and try to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's nuts, dude.
And does he have a crossbow or a bow?
He's got that old fishing bow and arrow. It's
That's
got
right.
that line on it.
Yeah.
Because he shoots them through the back of it, and like it zooms out, and Burt Reynolds is holding the bow, all
Yeah.
badass behind him. Yeah, it's a hell of a scene. And they like bury him under that log.
Uh-huh.
They do it, yeah, man. It's a fucking crazy ass movie, dude.
Yeah, it is.
But that's my number one. dude.
I don't know if I've seen it all the way through. I know I've seen it,
Right,
but I don't think I saw it all the way through. It was probably like on and I popped it on.
right. I mean, there's not much to it. I mean, they like get there, and then they run into that boy. They do the little dueling banjos,
Uh-huh.
and then they're like floating. They see him swinging his guitar on the bridge, and then they get raped, and then that's it.
Yeah, I remember the ending where they just like get in the car and leave.
Right, like the trip's over. Then,
Yeah,
like they'll never speak about it again. We'll never watch it again.
right.
So that's my number one, dude. Deliverance.
Well,
I'm
dude,
excited for your number one, dude.
I feel like it's an obvious one
It probably is.
for
A
some
lot of these have been.
for someone that's seen it, but it's like this is one of the ones that I feel like is most important because it's still relevant today. And I mean, yeah, it's important to know like what really happened in the Holocaust and history, but like this is something that still is occurring today and still is a huge problem like where we live. Requiem for a Dream.
Man, I'll be honest with you, dude. I've never seen it. I know what it's about, and it's just it's a Nolan movie. I know that.
It's not a Nolan.
It's not Nolan.
It's
Didn't he produce it or
it's
something?
a Darren Aronofsky.
Aronofsky, okay.
You must be thinking of The Machinist, which was around the same time. Not Machinist.
What's the other? There's one in there.
Where it's like it's backwards.
Right.
Yeah.
Memento.
Memento.
That's what I'm getting
It was around the
confused.
same time.
Yeah, no, I have never seen Requiem for a Dream, and especially us being here in the Pill Belt. Yeah, dude. I've heard, but no, it's just one I've never seen, dude.
This movie, dude. It's like I don't like. I want to say I can't recommend it, but I need to. I feel like it's important. Like
Needs to be
you
seen.
watch this movie, you'll never want to do drugs.
Right.
Like it's just, dude. It's such a visceral, just true telling of what it's like to live in that world.
Right. In my research, man, this one kept popping up, dude. And it would be around number one or so
Yeah.
for good reason.
Yeah.
And I know for us, I mean, research is one thing, and the show has always been very heavily opinionated. So to see that as number one on all those lists, and for it to be your number one,
Yeah.
it's definitely something I need to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's Jared Leto and Jennifer Connelly. They're like the two main, like pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's a hard watch, but I feel like it's important for a lot of people, especially kids.
Right.
They need to be showing this in school, man. They won't ever touch this
One
shit.
of them eye openers.
Yeah, you see this at a young age, it'll scar you. You won't ever, like I said, dude, you'll never want to touch
Right.
like, heroin or any hard drug after watching this movie.
It's true. Saw Basketball Diaries. I'll never suck dick for heroin.
They do worse than this for that shit.
Right, I'm sure, man.
Yeah, it's hard watch, man.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah, I've heard it's really, really nuts, man. Just never seen it, man. But yeah, dude, pills nowadays, man. That's what everybody's getting killed on.
Yeah, well, I mean, you remember the Breaking Bad scene where Jesse's just in that slop house?
Yeah,
Just imagine the whole movie. That's
just
like,
a slop house.
pretty much. I mean, just that, like how uncomfortable that made you
Right.
watching, like how much anxiety you got.
Oh yeah, and doesn't the ATM kill him? The ATM.
No,
falls on him?
I'm talking later where like Walt can't find him.
Oh shit!
And so he goes-
and he fucking
goes-
drags him
yeah,
out of there,
he
literally.
He goes to the flop house and finds him, and he's just laying there,
Yeah.
and there's just like people everywhere. And,
Mm-hmm.
that's just a little glimpse of like some
What
of
it
the
really
shit that's
is.
in this.
Man. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out, man. Just never. Yeah, Aronofsky, dude. Hell of a director, bro.
Oh yeah.
Hell of a director.
Except for Noah, he like oddly,
I didn't see that one.
he like oddly did Noah.
I remember we were hyped for it. I remember we saw the previews and we were like, oh,
I was too. It was like
we were like Russell Crowe. Like,
Russell Crowe and
let's
Aronofsky. Yeah.
And then, yeah.
It's weird. It's like one of those movies. There's fans of that movie.
But sometimes there are those movies. They're just really on both sides. And you never know what you're going to get, dude.
But that's it, man. That's my number one.
Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
What a list, man. List of uncomfortable films.
Yeah. But somehow they're all great.
Right. That's the thing.
On some level, I can recommend them to you.
Movies can be good, yeah. It's nuts how you can watch someone's art and it make you feel so uncomfortable that you appreciate it, but you never want to experience it again.
Yeah.
I think that's almost a bigger feat than making an art that everybody loves and wants to experience over and over.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an art that challenges you.
Yeah.
That's got to be respected.
I don't know if it's like super controversial, but I feel like war movies could almost almost all great war movies can qualify for this.
To an extent, yeah, but I don't know. Like growing up, dude, I used to watch Saving Private Ryan, Black Hawk Down all the fucking time.
Yeah,
dude.
see, I always I know a ton of people that do that, and
now I'm not interested in watching them. Like I don't know, maybe it's because I'm older or whatever. Like now, if I see Black Hawk Down, I'm like, man, that's a really good movie, but like I just don't want to sit myself through that right now.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude.
Yeah, I think it's back then, like when you're a kid, like, and even like 10, 15 years ago, like war was pretty glorified.
Right.
Now, like you can get on the internet and like watch like real
war,
shit
yeah.
and see what it's like. It's not so glorifying anymore. I think maybe that has a lot to do with it. Because like when you're a kid, you think it's cool as fuck. Like,
oh, dude, you're fresh off 9/11, bro.
You got like all these. You got like your toy soldiers and everything.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think a lot of it probably has to do with getting older. Like you understand the consequences of war more than you did as a kid.
Right.
You know,
it holds so much more weight. Yeah. It's nuts, dude.
Because like the only war movie that I've watched multiple times is Full Metal Jacket.
See, that's one I watched one and never revisited.
And I watched.
See, to me, that movie, like they get to where he kills himself, and then to me, the movie just stops.
Pretty
like,
much.
That last half hour, yeah, it's worth them all. The end credits where they're all singing the Mickey Mouse song. That shit's fucking badass. But I don't know. That one to me, that one was the one I didn't. I don't know. That's weird.
Dude, one thing that always bothered me about that movie though is like how careful Kubrick always was about like details and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he has like the sniper that's pinning him down. Has a fucking AK-47 with like no scope or anything. Like watch that movie and tell me that ain't some bullshit.
That's a huge mix up. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Ain't nobody good that iron sights.
It just goes to show like I mean as close as like they just had no one that knew anything about guns, I guess.
Right.
Which is weird. Like you would think you would have like at least some like expert. Some military dude there, like
just on call
to make sense of something.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I don't get it, man.
Yeah, because as far away they ain't pinning bunch of people down with an old raggedy ass AK-47.
Then you get the opposite end of it, where like Deadpool 2, Cable's got like a vector with a grenade launcher and like all this crazy shit on it, and somebody in the military be like, "Oh, that's not a real weapon." Like,
yeah,
it's a fucking comic book movie.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yeah,
man. What a list, dude.
It was a good one, man.
It was a good list.
A lot of honorable mentions. Like I said, I had a few war movies could have put on here. I almost was debating on whether or not Dunkirk should go on here, but I think I want to revisit that one.
Yeah. With some appropriate speakers.
That Bose system upstairs, dude.
Shoe Golden. Yeah.
I think I'll end up watching that one again.
Yeah, it'd be worth the watch, dude.
It's a hell of a one. But yeah, that'll
do it.
That's our top 10 great movies that you don't need to see again.
Yeah. Let us know what we need next week. Maybe it's the top 10 great songs you never need to hear again.
That's a hard one.
Number one, Star Spangled Banner. Heard it once, you heard it enough. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'll do next
Yeah,
week.
we don't have one slated, so yeah, let us know. Get us in a timely
Right.
fashion, and
We'll get it in.
we'll get it. So,
For sure, man.
but until then,
I'm Scott.
I'm Aaron. We'll see you guys later.